let you come in. Huh. Okay. Ugh.
Does it need help? And I said, I don't know, he might have it.
Okay. Hi, guys. At least I hope you can hear me. Can you see chat okay?
Yep.
Okay. Folks, hi. Boy, that was a little aggravating. Really, though, I need to know if you guys can hear me okay. I can plug in my other microphone. I'm not 100% sure I'd get it to go, but
Can't hear you.
can't hear me. Okay, 1 minute.
What if we turn this mic on?
That won't work. It doesn't. It won't work. Okay. Hello. Guess they can hear me now, probably. I hope so. Okay, guys. Can you hear me? Hello.
Greg says we're good for sound.
We're good?
That's what he said.
You guys can hear me now? Whew. Well, that was a little on the frustrating side. Yeah, but I guess I'll wait a second. Make sure you guys can hear me. I need to hear somebody say, absolutely, I can hear you.
I'll tell you.
I'd like to get this on the road, but got to make sure people can hear what I'm saying. I guess I'll wait a second. Okay, great. Thank you, Mrs. Old Guy.
You're welcome.
Okay, guys, happy Saturday. It's been a couple weeks, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I spent all morning trying to figure out how to get everything set up on my laptop, and that included downloading this broadcaster thing that I didn't set up to start with. A friend of mine knows a lot more about computers than I do. About 4 years or so ago, got it set up on there, and when I had to install that program on my laptop, it was all kind of willy-nilly and let's see if this works kind of thing. And I thought I had it completely figured out, had everything up, checked it twice, 3 times, that everything was great. Should have been just had to flip the switch, so to speak, and everything worked, but that's not what happened. Spent about another, 20 minutes or so trying to get it started. So anyway, glad I did. Happy Saturday. Hi, Doug. Hi, Shar. Yummy tacos for dinner. Awesome. Tacos are always a good thing. All right. I kind of got to get myself back into what I'm doing here. That trying to get this working kind of sidetracked me from where I was at and wanting to start with. But rigatoni pie tonight. I'm going to make some bread, but I'm not going to do like a regular bread. I'm going to make like some breadsticks sort of things. And we got banana muffins for dessert. I'm going to whip up a little bit of Sterling sauce to go on the top. All right?
So real quick, we got Greg in the room. We got
Greg.
Homer Simpson.
Homer Simpson.
Lisa.
Lisa.
And
I know.
Move it back up. Maybe.
Yeah, we're both figuring out how to get this, use this new laptop. It's just, something we're not used to doing, so
Yeah.
it'll take a little bit, so that's okay, a little learning curve here, and then things will be good. It's certainly going to be a lot easier on us to set up this way now rather than having to move my big clunky desktop, which is now kind of like
Ronald, for sure.
teetering on its last legs. Ronald, happy Saturday. All right, well, I got a lot going on here. And I suppose I should get started somehow. So...
Wild man's there with Lisa, too.
A wild man. Happy Saturday, everybody. I guess I'm just going to start by cooking the recipe that I looked at for this rigatoni pie. Didn't have any meat in the recipe. And I kind of understand why, because it may be a bit difficult to get the rigatoni filled if the meat is in too big of pieces. So I'm going to have to make sure that when I cook this sausage and it's all done, that it's pretty finely broke up so that it'll mix really well into the sauce. We'll see what happens.
Dry seltzer.
Dry cell. Happy Saturday. Welcome.
Greg says you're looking just like a lumberjack right there.
Looking like a lumberjack? Yeah, okay. I never jacked any lumber. I did do, actually, work, I don't know, about a summer, not quite a full summer, or a season, I suppose, with this one guy. Boy, this is back in my early, mid-20s or so, but we would go out and get poles, is what he called them, but they were just little pine trees that would maybe get about that big around at the base, and maybe 15 or 20 feet tall. They're not, anyway, we could cut down standing dead, and that's what we did. And we'd load up he had a big flatbed, and it would take us, I don't know, depending on how close the trees were to the logging road, it would take us as much as 3 days to fill his truck, sometimes only 2, but what's the point? What is the point of this?
He looks like a lumberjack.
Yeah, we cut him down and fill his truck and take him into the lumber mill and get paid. But so I guess that's about as close to a lumberjack as I came, cutting down poles that big around. Thank you, Mrs. Olga.
Yeah.
Wow. That is a mighty lean sausage.
Greg says the point is the lumberman hacking at the meat in the pan.
Lumberman. Lumberman has no superpowers at all. Yeah, a little bit of butter to that, just to get things rolling here. Jeez. I mean, it's nice that it's not a real fatty sausage, but come on, I need some here. Gee whiz. Oh boy. Well, hopefully now there won't be as any more delays as far as being able to do the stream because of my computer.
Yeah.
This should fix the problem. And just a real quick thought to you guys, and Doug, Shar at home, you can chime in, give me a call. But I was thinking that I'm going to make next month a month where I just go through. There's 5 Saturdays next month. So I figured, why not do my top 5 live stream meals that I've done, my personal top 5 picks, and they're going to include some of the ones that I've never made before, things I've never made before, like the Maria tacos. They were just amazing, and I think they're about the highlight of the year, and so forth. So, but I'm thinking about doing that. But if I do that, it'll be just my picks for the entire month. So, what do you guys think about that? Just like to know what you think, because it's going to be. I want to try and use everything that was. I'm gonna recreate that menu. So whatever side dish, if any, there was, that'll go with it, as well as the dessert that I made for that one too. So this is kind of a total remake.
Greg says, you went there talking with that fatty sausage. And he says, sounds awesome. Maybe some fried ice cream, the wonders of the Orient.
Fried ice cream. I tried that, but I couldn't find a rechilla heater. Refrigerator? It's finally starting to break down. This is one of those ones where I'm just going to make the batch. And I'll probably share some of this out. We'll see. That's probably what I'd better do with it.
It's gonna make a lot, I think.
Huh?
I think it's gonna make a lot.
Well, yeah, it's going to make a whole big 9-inch spring form. Okay. Getting there.
Greg says, now let's not get into the top freezer of the fridge like last time. Close call.
Hey, buddy. It's what I live for. Kitchen danger. Okay, I'm just adding that water just so it gives me a little something else to kind of break this up into. And I'll just let it cook itself out. Breaking this down though is going to take a minute. Tried to turn it into sand.
Living on the edge. Living on the edge, Greg said.
That's. I am close to the edge indeed. Close to the edge down by the river. Or is it down by the corner? Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and let that, turn that up, get that water to evaporate out. I'll get it onto a pan and I'll finish breaking it up while the sauce starts. I think I better do that.
Ralph is here. Hi, sorry I'm late.
Hey Ralph, happy Sunday. In the future, two future guys here, and geez, we had was it Homer?
Yep.
Was here? Homer?
Greg says, do you know how hard it is to get a shirt that our old guy is wearing in Aussie? That shirt would cost $80.
Not this one. This one would cost you about 30 cents. It's old, it's thin, it's stained.
Lisa says, I think you can cook anything on your shirt.
Anything?
Yep.
Oh, that's mighty nice of you. There's some things that I just, I don't really think I could do it. Most things, yeah. But I have my limits. A man's got to know his limitations.
So nobody has answered your question yet.
Really? Come on, guys, get with it. I didn't ask you because I could just do it. And that's the way it is. But I would like your thoughts, so. Even a suggestion would be good too. Do you want me to ask you the question again? Question was, do you want me to spend next month doing the top 5 live stream dinners that I picked, my favorite top 5? Start a poll, I guess. All right. Guess while that's doing that, pull out some oibs, a little garlic, some onion. God, those garlic bulbs are starting to sprout, so I don't think they're going to be much good to eat now. That's all right. Fresh oregano. It was a few months back that we went to the store and I went to grab some fresh oibs. And I grabbed the package of basil, got it back home, and discovered that it was Thai basil. And I don't know if you've ever had Thai basil before, but it tastes a whole lot different than regular basil. This isn't basil. This is This is oregano here, but I discovered that one day. I didn't figure there would be as big of a difference as there is. I'd never used it before, so in fact, I didn't even know that there was such a thing as Thai basil until that day. But it wasn't marked as such. They just had it in regular basil container, which was a little aggravating. All right, we got a little bit of basil or oregano there. Who is that?
Doug?
Ah, I am?
He says that if you want to do your favorite stuff, that would be fine.
Okay.
I sure sent a text, but I didn't have a phone.
So, I guess...
They said we don't care what you make on March 8th because we will be in Hawaii.
Well, yeah. Not that you particularly care what I make anytime, so...
He said he needs to get a heavy wooden spoon. That metal one is noisy.
Shut that off for a minute.
So how do you do the poll again, Tom? I don't remember. Three dots at the top?
Yes, I think so.
Well, I looked there. I don't see it.
Oh, hang on. Little Italiano sausage. Okay. Okay. Let's put a little bit of oil in the pan here. Don't need a whole ton of it, just a little bit. Get this onion cut up real quick. So I'm going to dice up a little shallot. Oh, shallot! Get this minced up really nicely in here. Really nicely. I hate that term, I really do. Oh, it's nice and moist. It's a bit of a jerk and moist. I don't know, does that work? Alright, yeah, we'll leave that poll go till the end of the stream. Alright. Alright, some shallot. Get some onion on there. A little onion. I suppose I'm going to need to cook some rigatoni at some point. I can pretty well guarantee you this is going to run over a little bit tonight. I suppose I could have put water in this earlier, but I didn't.
Garudine or somebody is here?
I'm sorry?
Garudine? Garudine?
Garudine? Garudine?
Well, hello, how's the spring going so far?
Well, happy Saturday. Things are going well. I don't recognize the name. Are you new? Or am I just old and I don't remember? Which is probably the case, but just welcome. What brings you here? Where are you from? You don't need an address, just like a general vicinity. Welcome. We're cooking rigatoni pie. And I'm cutting up some veg. We got some onion and shallot done here, or just about.
Lisa said, well, and I said, cook away, Tom.
Oh, I'm gonna. If I'm gonna eat dinner, I don't have any choice. All right. Nothing fancy here, folks. You know that. It's quick and easy. Well, maybe not quick or even easy, but definitely homemade as much as possible.
Debbie McGee's here.
Hey, Debbie. Hope you are well. Happy Saturday.
Trying to see if there was something else in here I needed to catch up with while I was gone.
Where'd that new one go? Leave it over here. That garlic's getting a bit on the old side. Come on, here we go. And let's get this broke up just a little bit here. Come on. Get some of these sections to peel off. Oh, that one went shooting. Right. That's probably plenty. Stick that over here. Put my hand over my head, make sure I'm not going to get clogged. Well, it would help if I had that back on. I do want this to kind of do something before I could move to the next step. Peel that garlic.
Rick says, old guys, I'm so glad that you're doing the garlic. I find it everywhere after you're done with it. Or after I'm done with it.
It can get away from you if you're not careful. That's not right. Get back up there. Get this peeled off. Get off of my finger. Yeah, it should be good. Let these onions and shallots go for a minute. Just need them translucent. What a $3 wine! For those of you that like to join the Georgia Pudgy Show and so forth, a new episode of Yarrow Barstow was posted last night. So please tune in and give this week's show a little listen to.
Rob says, good to know OB's not a vampire. Rob was also saying that they got that Americana thing going on over there again.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, it looked really cool.
Yeah, it did.
The time we checked it out.
Yep. That's, for those of you that don't know, that's a holiday in New Zealand that they kind of celebrate things American, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, have American cars and different stuff like that.
All right. plenty of heat. Set that aside for just a second. Use little can maters. Like I said before, I don't always like to use canned stuff. Something like this, tomatoes, eh. If it was summer and I could get some local here, I'd do that. But alright. This is all going to get pureed at some point. Big can and a little can of maters.
Greg told Ralph, good to know that, I love that New Zealand show where they do in the shadow or something. And he says we should have that here, just need to get rid of the fall government. And then he says, whoops, let's not get political now.
Yep, we're not going to do that here, that's for sure. A little like Uncle Val on that. No religion, no politics. It's not what the channel's about anyway.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Gave those a little crush. Okay.
Greg says, LOL, let's not get Uncle Val here now.
Okay. Let me go ahead and clean this off just a little bit. Some wandering pieces of garlic. And the basil. Just love the smell of fresh herbs like this: basil, thyme, rosemary, oregano. Oh yeah. It's going to be really good. Give it a rough chop here. I'm going to run my stick mixer through that anyway, so. But I do want to get them somewhat chopped up. I want to save a little bit of that oregano to put on the very top of that pie.
Greg says those garlics, they will keep wandering until they hit that hot oil. They hit the oil.
Yeah. That they will. The wandering garlic. Set that over there. Get these out of my way. Might as well get this picked up out of the way as well. So, Wild Man, Lisa, the rest of you, what are you having for your next meal? I mean, my brother let me know that they're having, Shard let me know that they're having tacos. What are you guys having? Let's get with the program. You crazy kids. Don't I have a... I do, there it is. Flash a little bit of. Come on. A little bit of wine.
Ralph said hi from Mom.
Oh, hi, Mom. I hope you are well. I'm sure you are. I bet Ralph helps out a lot, I bet. All right. One whole box. It's supposed to be enough to fill this. We're gonna find out. Okay. Yeah, we'll let that just kind of do its thing for a few minutes. I'm gonna add some black pepper, a little bit of salt. I don't know how much salt, but I'm gonna add it. Probably that much. Like a teaspoon maybe. Okay. I'll just let that do its thing. Keep that rigatoni from sticking together. I don't want a big clump of rigatoni, that's for sure.
No.
Okay, so what else have I got going here? That's for my manners. I suppose maybe I could do a little bit of prep for that. I don't think I got myself a mixing bowl.
Uh-oh.
How's that for planning? Oh, I do have a mixing bowl. How's that for planning? All right. Just gonna mash some of this here nanner. I saw a recipe today that I was actually finding that I kind of said, yay. And it was just for banana muffins, nothing spectacular, but there are certain recipes that will say something like 1 onion. That's pretty poor measurement. You can get an onion that big, or you can get an onion that big. You need to be more specific.
So Ralph asks, so is that a new table? Wasn't it round before, or am I having a glom corner?
No, Ralph, this is a new table. When did I make this? Last fall?
Yeah,
I think,
something like that.
yeah, a few months ago, about, I don't know, 5-6 months ago. I'm surprised you haven't noticed till now, but I'm glad you did. That's why we never get along. You don't notice me.
Greg says no one wants a big chunk of Rigatoni.
Big chunk of what?
Rigatoni.
Rigatoni, yeah.
Greg said, Ralph says, okay, it looks cool. Looks
Oh,
nice.
thank you, Ralph. Appreciate that. Yes, sir. Bought the wood at the local lumber mill. Just kind of had some fun with it.
We
okay. Nothing wrong, I guess, with a little bit of Mackie D's. How about the rest of you? All right, there's some banana. Turn that down a little bit. Let's give this pasta another little swizzle. That's right, I said schwissel. You'll have to pardon me because I say things like that on occasion. What am I going to do? Do, 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 do. This is old guy. I think I'm going to have you hand me that glass bowl behind you.
This one?
Yeah. Thank you very much. All right. Let's get this banana stuff made here.
Greg told Ralph, all we got was table this and table that for a month. And he says, I loved every minute of it.
All right. Half a cup of banana.
They're sleeping great.
As I put that teaspoon in there. Oh, the moo cows.
Yep.
Yes, they are. Okay. Get this rinsed out. I could just toss it in the sink and pull out some other cups, but I'll take a half second and wipe this out. Okay. We'll grab some eggs.
Greg says, now we are getting technical. Please don't wake them up.
Hey, anybody out there seen a blue egg? Blue chicken egg. Anybody? Anybody? I don't know if you can see the color of this one.
Yes, you have to wait a minute.
Yep. But this is what you get when you buy them from the farm. you get an Easter basket.
Yeah, pretty well, see.
Let's see that okay? They come in a lot more colors than brown and white. That's for sure.
Ralph says, my health hasn't been that great lately. Forgetting random stuff and just not being with it in general. Getting faint often, etc.
I'm sorry, Ralph. I sure hope things get better for you. I hate when I get like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Greg says, I like your style, Tom. True. A blue egg? No. Oh, wow. Is it safe?
It's very safe.
I want to eat that.
They have, there are some species of chicken, or variety, I guess, that they are totally black. The skin is black, the meat is black. So there's a lot more variety of chickens out there than you would probably guess. I really didn't have any idea either until over the last few years. It's like, holy smokes. You know, you can get yourself a regular Easter basket with colored eggs by
Yeah.
just going to a local farm. Okay. Half a cup. Hope that was a half a cup. Does that look like a half a cup? Oh boy. I hope it was only a half a cup. I'm going to find out pretty quick. Oh boy. That's not good. Can't remember what I'm doing from 1 minute to the next. Did I put that oil back down here? Look at this. Quarter cup of oil.
Jessica's here. Hello, long time no see. Sorry I've been absent. Have you had my Diet Coke?
You have plenty of Diet Coke up there, and it's okay. I understand. Heck, I was even gone for a while, so welcome in. Let's get some.
Drake says, did the chicken eat something blue? LOL.
Nope. Quarter teaspoon. It's just their genetics. Quarter teaspoon of nutmeg. And a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay. Salt. Quarter teaspoon of that. Olive oil, egg. A little bit of vanilla. Guess that's supposed to be everything. Those are just about done. And that needs a little more water, just for a few. Don't want it to run too dry right at the bone. Okay, that's good.
Jessica says, how was your Valentine's? Did you do anything special?
Not super special. We did go out to have some food at a local Chinese place. And unlike a couple of years ago when we went, it wasn't busy at all.
Uh-uh.
It was a good dinner, and day was just fine. All right, well, I certainly guess that got it. Throw a lid on this and get it out of my way. Uh-oh. Glad I thought of it. There's one thing that I didn't put in.
What's that?
Baking soda. It might make a difference how well they turn out.
Right. Sure, just says no baking soda or powder.
Yeah.
Good thing you're here, Sharp.
Hey, I thought of it.
I know it.
I thought of it. Okay. Whew. Dodged a big bullet on that one. Okay. These are done. soup strainer there. Okay, it's not a soup strainer, but
Jessica says she spent her time with her fur babies. How are the fur babies doing?
they're doing good. All right. Right here. That's not a very big sheet. Needs to be bigger.
Sorry for what, Greg?
Guess I have to pull out another bottle. Got to get a little oil on these so they don't stick together while they're dry, while they're cooling. Guess I could have ran some cold water over it. It's okay. That's okay. Just toss these. Here in a minute. 10-second rule. Okay. That'll work. Set that aside. Okay. What do I need to do? Let's get this sauce a little closer to done. The old immersion blender or stick mixer, depending on how you like to say it. All right. Shut that off. Okay, puree this out. It's gonna make a nice thick sauce. I might put a little bit of tomato paste. All right.
Jessica says, how's the weather been there?
It's been a little bit of both. I mean, we've had some nice days and we've had some snowy, cold days. So it's just kind of been winter. I don't know how else to say it. How about yourself? What are things like in your area? You get lots of snow and cold? I'm just going to guess. That's probably the case. All right, get this out of my way. These muffin things open here. Found out with the last batch of these that we got that it's not safe to put them in the drawer. Oh, let go of that paper. Thank you. What do they make this out of? Nuclear plastic or what? Ended up smashing the darn things, just getting the wrapping off of it. Okay, these are fancy aluminum ones.
Cool.
I have no idea how many this will make. Maybe a dozen. We'll see. Oh, good. Those are just about ready for me to go ahead and start stacking. Should be the fun part. Okay. Dozen of those. Set that aside.
Jessica says, what's the weather here has been weird lately. We did get a lot of snow this year. Than we did last year. Barely got any last year, but we got a lot this year.
Yeah, it's been probably less than normal here. A lot of times we get some, 2 or 3 or 4 decent snows, but we got a couple in December that we've had some pretty warm days too, so let's see. Probably filling these too full. I might have to take some out on a couple of these. Let's see how much more I can scrape out of here. Make that one there. That one's got a bit much. Let me pull it out. Come on. Close enough, I guess. Close enough. They're going to be okay. But I forgot something.
Yep, the banana.
No, not banana. No. There's banana in it. I just forgot to put in the sugar. It tastes all right. Just not very sweet. So I guess that good thing I'm making that sterling sauce to go on it.
Yeah.
Oh boy. A little off my whack today. Alright, let's get this sprayed down.
Great says, I'll die. Here we go.
Here's an oh-no. Set these back here. Guess I'll pull up my chair and sit down because this is going to take a few minutes. What do I got to do? This. Stack all these in here. Well, it'd be nice if they were anywhere near the same length.
And is there different sizes of rigatoni?
Well, I'm sure there is, but you would figure when you buy a box of rigatoni that they're all at least somewhat the same length. That's not even close to the case here. Some of these are really short. Guess I'm going to have to make sure that I kind of mix the long ones in with the short ones. Well, that's a little frustrating.
Greg says, I'll die. My favorite part. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave this one.
Okay, so you can see what I'm doing there? Or can you?
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm going to turn it so I can see it a little better and maybe get it done a little bit quicker. Holy smokes. I was really thinking these would be a lot closer to the same. I mean, one of them's only that big. Oh, well.
Why I was asking about sizes is because when we looked at the picture, it looked like they were bigger.
Well, they're all, I would think, when I looked at it, I would think they would all be the same size. Guess I'm not going to buy that brand anymore. Can't even put together a decent, whatever the heck these are.
Craig says to everyone in chat, what is really bugging you? That old guy does right now.
Well, Mrs. Old Guy is probably going to tell you everything. I'm a constant irritant.
No, you're not. I never said that.
But you never didn't say that. Think about that. Oh boy. Yeah, I didn't expect that at all. I really thought for sure I was going to have a box full of the same size of Rigatoni.
Greg says, here we go.
Yep, that's me making things worse than they need to be. No! Every one of you count! Get back here!
Craig says, what bugs me is if I get involved with Lady, she just wants to take control of my life.
That's what's wrong with you?
Yeah, he said earlier that he showed Lisa her, his first Valentine's he made or something. I don't know. I'd have to look back. He's got a girlfriend.
Ooh. I'm telling. I'm going to be mad if there's not enough in here to fill this thing. I mean, I'm not going to get so mad I fling it across the kitchen or anything. But, I mean, I'll be pretty irritated for having to spend the time to try and get these in there and not have enough.
Craig says, LOL, ha 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 ha, I love this.
I don't think it's going to... My biggest worry is it holding together. After I bake it and pull it out, let it sit for a while, and I try to pop this ring off of it, my guess is just going to go...
Craig says, I love you, old guy in Colorado, well done. Dave and Paula's here. Good evening. Hope all is well.
Dave, Paula, good evening, good evening. I am just complaining about the rigatoni. I don't know if you can see that.
I can. I don't know if they can.
But, I mean, some are that long and some are that long. And some are somewhere in between. So I really expected to see something that was a little closer to the same size.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. I've got some sauce made, and I got some Italian sausage I'm going to put in there. I don't know if I'm doing it right or if I'm doing it wrong, but I'm doing it.
Carol's here.
Hey, Carol. Good evening. Hope everything is well. 2 houses down, 3 houses down.
Jessica says you gotta have a lot of patience to stack the pasta like that. I could never, and I would get in a hurry.
Well, I'm trying to be in a hurry too, but I guess you can't do it in a hurry. I just hope that there's enough. I don't think I have a smaller spring form. If I do, it's not much smaller, so. At one point, I had a whole collection of them. That was then, and this is now, and I'm not going to have enough.
Dave says we can see it. Imperfections are part of life, fellow.
I guess so. Wow, that's not going to hold up.
Uh-oh.
That's not enough. I used every single one of them. And it's not enough. Can you see that?
Yep.
I'm so disappointed. It's all right. I'm going to sit there.
The bearded man is here.
Robert.
You should do a last meal video. What your would eat if you could only eat one more meal.
I don't think they'd let me film that. Just kidding. Good to see you. Hope you are doing well. It's been a little bit. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this. What have I got for pasta? Wait a minute. I got pasta in 2 places, so. I know, it doesn't sound right, does it? Got pasta in 2 places. Okay, that's... Aha! Glad we kept that just in case. Come here. Okay, so we're going to have a slight delay. I got a little bit of ravioli here. And I got a solution, I think. I'm going to call this, Dave would call it field expediency, right? You make do with what you got. Okay. Get some heat on it.
Robert laughed. That what you told him?
What my plan is... Did I have the salt out still? I do. I'm going to cook some of these lasagna noodles. Turn that to seawater. And I won't do it just now, but I'm going to kind of hollow that center out and spin those ravioli noodles kind of together in, like a little spiral maybe, and put it in the center. I'm hoping that that'll work. I wish I would remember to put sugar in them dang muffins.
Well, yeah, that's correct.
Boy, oh boy. Well, that's what happens. You try something new, like the new rig we're doing tonight.
Yep.
It threw me off my game. That's a story I'm going to stick to.
Greg says old guy sounds like Howdy. Pasta in all places. Dave says improvise, adapt, overcome.
That's it. And sprinkle a little sugar on each one of these. It was $3.75, wasn't it? Throw these. I'm going to throw them in the oven. That would be a bad idea. I'm going to put them in the oven.
Ralph says Mom is outside setting up our motion activated cat sprinkler. Would something like that scare a bear away?
A bear? I don't know. Maybe once. Might freak it out. whoa, what was that? Take off. But if it was a hungry bear and you had food and it had something you wanted, probably wouldn't be a deterrent for very long. The nature of the beast, as they say. I suppose. Got to taste the sauce, see if it's any good.
Robert says, I'm currently smoking chicken and mashed potatoes with cornbread and squash.
That sounds good.
And Carol says this new setup has much better sound.
Better sound?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's good. I'm glad that there's some improvement. And a little bit of time. A little bit of rosemary. Just kind of eyeball it there, guys.
Jessica says, I'm sure I asked this already, but what is your favorite pasta dish? Mine is Alfredo with shrimp or salmon or steak, lobster too.
I like Alfredo a lot. We like to do a chicken Alfredo. So,
Yep.
yeah, I don't know if it's my favorite pasta dish, but it's right up there.
Natalie Nicole saying a quick hello from work.
Well, hello, Natalie Nicole. Welcome. Glad you stopped in. Take a minute and say hello. Hello.
Jessica says, also I think bananas have natural sugar in it anyway. I never add sugar. You tasted it just the same. Or it tasted good.
Right, it had a sweetness to it, but it wasn't very sweet. I'm just going to put it that way. All right. In case you're wondering, this is a little white balsamic. Just a little bit in there.
Carol says the weather is going to be lovely all week, 40s and 50s.
Nice. Yeah, it's supposed to be nice here this week too, 50s.
Yep.
I think we had one day that's supposed to get up to 60.
Yep. That was Carol that said that.
Oh, well, no wonder the weather's so similar. That's good right there. And that's real tasty. Give it a sprinkle of sugar, just a couple of pinches. And that's good to go. Let's throw some of the sausage in there. I want to try and get, well, I suppose I'm going to take my baker's blade to that just for a minute before I add any more. Want to make sure that I got it pretty well diced up so I can get it inside that rigatoni.
Dave says 30s here in Vermont this week. Help melt the 4 feet of snow on the ground.
Yeah, that's one thing. I mean, we might have similar weather, Dave, but yeah, you're a whole lot farther north than we are. So yeah, I can imagine you guys get some pretty brutal winters. If we lived much higher, we would too, but we're not up. The elevation isn't that far here. I think we're only at about like 6,200 feet, something like that. That looks pretty good. Water boiling. Woohoo! Well, let's see. Based on that hole, I'll cook 3. I'll probably have a little bit left over. It's gonna fight me all the way.
Dave says we are only at 2,000 feet, but we live in a snow belt.
Yeah, you're definitely a lot further north than we are, so north and east, that makes a difference. Come on.
It's tough to help you relax and sleep, I think, Carol.
What?
ASMR.
All right, how's that taste? Come on. Come on. Cook enough to get in there. Okay. Mostly in the water. I didn't want that delay. The stream's going to run a little long tonight anyway, and now it's really going to run long. All right. We'll put it in 16 minutes and see where we are from there. All right. So the homemade sauce with meat is good. You want to try taste, Mrs. Old Guy?
Sure.
See, Mrs. Old Guy won't hold back. Oh, wait. Nope. Needs something. Needs a little dab of tomato paste. Tablespoon or so. There you go.
Yeah.
I got a yum. That's a good thing.
Ralph says, I guess this stream would be classed as ASMR.
Would it? I don't know what that means. ASMR. I've been told, I just don't. I'm just old and in the way. That's my excuse, and I'm going to keep with it. Okay, let's get to the cheese part of this program. Decided I'm going to use my little hand one instead of the cranky one. Just less moving parts to wash. It's got part of a pack of mozzarella. Oh, that isn't mozzarella.
Sorry?
It's okay. It's not your fault.
I know it's not.
Well, then what'd you say you're sorry for?
I didn't.
You must have been feeling guilty about something. Okay. All right. Now, let's get this half pound of cheese grated up here. I'll have to stop every so often and check my noodles over there. Got to keep an eye on them. I don't want them sticking to the bottom or to themselves. I'd like to get them out in one piece, which would be nice. Not expecting it. I always break them. I always break them. Got to put a fair amount of cheese on there. Otherwise, it just wouldn't be right. And I haven't forgot the bread. It's been in the bowl over here, kind of proofing. I'm letting it overproof because I'm kind of making it kind of like breadsticks. So. I should have used the other one. Would have made this go like about 5 times quicker.
Carol says, I don't understand why people don't know that you can be sorry about something that bothers someone without being the culprit.
Without being what?
Being the culprit.
Oh. Well, you got to know I wasn't serious, so. Yeah. Okay. Mozzarella fella. Boink. Okay, let's get a little bit of this. I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to do it the hard way just because I can. Wait a minute.
Your knife is missing?
Again. Probably fell out of my pocket again. I always try to keep my peanut with me. Alright, some really nice Parmesan.
Greg says, I'll tell you, I'm pointing the finger at you, my man. It's all your fault.
Yeah? Well, I guess that's just tough. Alright. Parmesan, let's get that just kind of mixed in. Hi Joshua, happy Saturday. Hope everything is good in Florida. Okay. I'm still going to need that. Alright, is that enough now? Can I do something with these? Looks like I might be able to do something with them. Try to stand these up here. These ones in the center, I kind of figured would be doing exactly what they're doing. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can sit down here and fix this prep. Okay. Get him to stand up. Come on now. Okay. Let's do it this way. Take a few out. Okay. Hopefully this will be enough to hold those in place. Always one kid that doesn't know how to play fair. Get these back around the outside.
Ralph said 11 votes so far for wanting to see your favorite picks.
Oh, good. That's good. One more. You can make it now. Don't break on me. All right. We had success with that. Or I guess me, personally. No. Okay.
Jessica says, hello, sorry, I'm back. Sorry you made me hungry with my favorite kind of food, so I had to heat up some chicken Alfredo with ziti, Z-I-T-I.
Nice. One of these days, if you make yourself some Alfredo, chicken type, take a little bit and marinate your chicken with lemon pepper. Make it lemon pepper chicken. And then grill that or however you do and serve that with your Alfredo. Ooh, so good. Okay. We have success, guys. I can start putting this thing together. It's not exactly perfectly centered, but there's the fix if you can see it. I'm not going to be able to do this again. All right. This and a little aluminum foil. Good thing we got another one. oil on the bottom of this thing. Just so it, hopefully, if it leaks some, it don't get all over. All right. Get this sauce in here and start filling these noodles. I'm going to write to the Barilla Pasta Company and tell them what I think of their rigatoni. How can I make a proper rigatoni pie if they don't have any kind of consistency with their product? It's embarrassing. Let me get this kind of put in there. I'll tap it in with a spoon, then I'm going to kind of tap it all down and see if I can get some more in after that.
Greg says, old guy, I just learned something.
What did you just burnt? Oh, learnt. What did he just learnt?
I don't know. He didn't say.
He didn't say. You don't say.
How dare you do a rigatoni right in front of me, Greg says.
You'd be surprised what I do in front of you. All right, some in the center.
The preparation for the pasta, he said. Dave says, Tom, do you deliver?
Who?
Dave?
Dave, do I deliver? I can, but I couldn't guarantee freshness. Those are my banana muffins. Do you think they turned out okay?
Yep.
Do you? I sure hope they did.
Ralph says, do people tend to eat fried chicken with fried eggs?
Fried eggs?
Yeah.
I don't, but I'm sure that there are people that do. I mean, they have chicken and waffles, which is pretty much breakfast. So I guess I'd say that's a yes, for lack of anything better to say.
Great stuff. And the foil?
And the what?
The foil?
What about the foil?
What is it for?
What is it for? Just for showy looks and to make people ask questions. Just in case the thing bubbles over or whatever. I know I got it on the pan here, but just to help with any mess if it boils over.
Dave says Paula's brother lives in Loveland, Colorado.
Oh yeah? Wow. Well, if you guys ever make it out this way, I suppose there's a chance we could meet. That's on the other side of the state from us, but
About a 5-hour drive.
yeah, 5 or 6 hour drive.
Carol says, Dave, sometimes to lucky neighbors that you deliver. And she says, Dave says, you are lucky, girl.
All right, I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit of this extra sausage on the top, only because I can. But now that I've done that, I feel that I should wash off my hand. I don't know why. I'm just going to put it in the cheese. It's going to go right there where the sausage is. But... Hi, Polly.
Ralph said, told Carol, oh, okay, I'm a vegetarian and know people that eat both. But I didn't know if it's eaten together.
What?
Eggs and fried
Yeah,
eggs.
people do. People do. Just, I wouldn't say it's common.
Drake says, old guy passes tin foil hat.
I can't. I could possibly pass an aluminum foil hat, but they haven't made tin foil since, I don't know, geez, probably the early 1900s. So, all right, Dave, Paula, you guys suggested this. Does that look right so far, other than the mysterious swirled center? Does it look like it's supposed to? I sure hope so.
Jessica says, I actually did try that once. My father made it, and I really wasn't thrilled about it. Oh, well, I'm not really a lemon pasta dish. I do like marsala sauce.
Yeah, marsala is really good, yeah. We made chicken marsala not too long ago.
Greg says, old guy, you with the technicality. Greg says, I love this. Oh my God, let's do it.
Okay. My touch here, add a little bit of fresh oregano to the top of that.
Dave says, Paula just stepped out to take the four-legged child out. It looks great.
Well, I hope so. I try to do my requests some justice. There's no justice in this world.
Jessica says, I would rather just have a boring plain tomato sauce. I don't really like that unless it's like a cream of tomato sauce.
Okay.
A cream tomato sauce.
That's okay. Everybody has their preferences, their likes and dislikes, and that's why we have so many different kinds of food, right? Now, let's see here.
Craig told her, take that boring out of your mouth. I'll show you amazing.
All right. Let's get this in the oven before anything else.
Jessica says, did you ever own a bird or a parrot?
Yeah, well, we owned African ringneck doves.
Yep.
For a time, we were breeding them, and the young'uns, we'd sell them to a pet store, and the money we got from that was enough to buy their feed, and we'd just kind of do it over again. So it was okay for a while.
Yep.
All right. Give this a quick wipe down. I'm going to have to roll the dough here in a minute. Want at least a semi-clean table here. That looks all right. What do you need, Polly? Hmm? What do you need? It's not dinner time yet. Gotta wait. Yes. What time is it, Mrs. Old Guy? 3:45?
Yep.
Wow. We're gonna run really late, folks. I mean, really late. Because this has got to bake for half hour, and then it's got to sit for a while. So, set.
Jessica says, are birds really hard to care for? Are they more work than the hamsters and guinea pigs?
I don't know. They're just as much of a hassle. You still got to clean their cage and deal with poop and food everywhere, and
Yeah.
so they're not any cleaner and they're not any easier. I don't remember them being easier anyway.
Dave says, kind of weird saying after you raised doves. Have you ever ate dove?
I did once. Oh boy, it's been quite a while ago, Dave. I wasn't too long out of the army when I went to a friend's, and him and his dad had been hunting. So
He says that they have a short hunting season for them, and they're great.
yeah, what I remember, they were good, but it was only the one time, and geez, that was like 40 some years ago. So it's the memory for that is a little bit foggy. I'm not even sure how they prepared it now.
Jessica says, are birds constantly biting you or only when they're mad?
Say what?
She asked, are the birds constantly biting you or only when they're mad?
Well, they're doves, or they were doves, so they don't, they might peck at you, but most of the time when I'd reach in, they'd get on my finger and just kind of hang out. So a parrot's probably a completely different story. I don't know. I've only had the doves. So any other bird questions you might have, you're probably going to want to ask somebody else, because you can put what I know inside of a thimble and have room for more. So just let me know.
I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm not going to claim to know anything about birds other than that. I mean, I know they fly, I know they eat, and I know they drink, and I know we could eat eggs from some of them, and that's really, that's about all I really know about birds. Mrs. Old Guy had to check on something, so she'll be back in a minute. I'm not going to be able to look at chat and still sit here and talk to you. So we all have our little crosses to carry, and I suppose this one is mine. Pretty soon, though, I'm going to make some sterling sauce to go on these muffins. I'm glad I thought to do that because I guess I must have known ahead of time that I was going to forget to put the sugar in the muffins. I realized it's right after I got them into the cups. It's like, oh. But that's how it usually goes, It's always after the fact. Well, most of the time. Sometimes, like, I actually remembered to put in the baking soda, and I know Shar called or something directly after that, to help remind me. And I appreciate that, Shar. And then it goes for the rest of you. If you see I'm making something and I got something out and I haven't used it yet, hey, did you forget to use the... Call me on it. What are you woofing about, Polly? Woof. crazy kid. So, yeah, we got a while before this is going to be ready. Oh boy. I don't even know if a half hour is long enough. It's going to have to be. Because I got to let it sit for a while. If I try to take it out of the spring form like it is, it's just exactly, it absolutely will just go, and it might do that anyway. That's kind of what I'm expecting. That it's just going to turn into a big pile of rigatoni sauce and cheese. That's what I think is going to happen. But I don't know. I'll find out what happens. Mrs. Old Guy has returned. I don't know if we've missed anything, but I've been blabbing.
So, Greg says, now is our time, chat. Let's ask some awkward questions. So, Old Guy, when is the sex change?
Had it last week. It just hasn't taken effect yet. Next question.
Jessica says, okay, Craig, that sounds cool. How do you like your hot dogs, LOL?
Just about anyway. I'll eat them cold. I'll eat them hot. I'll eat them with sauerkraut. I'll eat them with pastrami. I'll eat them with guacamole and sour cream and bacon and lettuce and tomato and relish.
Ralph says, Greg Wells, like how far a kiwi can fly?
How far can a kiwi fly? Depends on how strong you are. If you
Jessica says, of Grace living really frisky tonight.
Frisky, huh?
Jessica says, I watch a YouTuber that owns ducks and chickens.
Oh, okay. I know people that have ducks and chickens. That's why we get our eggs the way we do.
Greg says, okay, Old Guy, when are you going to get the table done, really? Or finally?
The table done?
Yep.
This table? Never. I'm never going to get it done. This is it. It's just something that I'm going to have to live with. It's my failure. So, shouldn't affect you at all. Crazy kids.
Carol said, or Jessica got Finch pair and a nest. They are lovely. They own and raise sweet songs.
Okay. Cool. The only thing that those doves did was whoo, 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 all night long, all day long.
Jessica says, for the sugar thing, things happen for a reason. Don't worry. I'm sure it wasn't meant to not have sugar added to the bread. LOL.
No, it was.
It wasn't bread.
It was, yeah. Well, I mean, it kind of in a way it was, I suppose. Banana bread on a small scale. Because there's really not much difference in the ingredients between the muffin and the bread. I think milk is about the only difference.
Maybe.
Maybe baking powder too, but. All right. I've been putting it off. I just can't put it off anymore. Sorry, folks. Oh, but I'm going to have a water. That's smooth.
Greg says, I was referencing the Rocky Horror wheelchair incident.
The Rocky Horror wheelchair incident?
And then he says, oh my God, here we go.
How could you possibly know about the Rocky Horror wheelchair incident? Did you tell him
I did not.
about the Rocky Horror wheelchair incident
I did not.
2 years ago?
I ain't friends with him. So I couldn't tell him.
You're not friends with who?
Greg. I am on YouTube here.
Well,
Not on Facebook or anything.
well, I don't know. I'm just freaked out right now. How do you know that, Greg? How do you know that I crashed into Cooper's chair?
Greg says, I thought the head was coming out of the freezer.
What?
And Carol says, want a bud?
I don't have any heads in my freezer. And what does Carol have coming out? A book? Is that what she said?
She says, want a bud?
Oh, a bud.
Budweiser?
Budweiser, yes. I thought she said a book. I was going to say.
And Greg says, I know everything.
You people are talking. Well, I know you know everything. You're in the future. Duh. But don't tell me. Because then I think I'll know everything. And that's a bad idea. That's a really bad idea. For me to think I know anything. I should probably make that absolutely crystal clear. Sparkling, crystal clear, like a warm summer day.
Did you post the video of you crashing into Cooper's chair? Is that how he knows?
No. You couldn't see it. There was no way he could see it. He has to be talking about something else because unless he's just talking about me doing the part in general. But I never played the part of a general. I played the part of Dr. Scott. There is no general in the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Greg says, I'm the right-hand man of Elon? E-L-O-N?
Elon? Oh, you're Elon's right hand, huh?
Crystal.
Elon. Okay. Elon.
Jessica says, that was a good impression of a dove.
Oh,
What's your impression of a turkey, or even better, a goose?
yeah, no. Woo! That was my goose.
Drake says, now we all know
Now we all know.
that you crashed your wheelchair on the Rocky Horror.
I did. It was the first night.
You did too.
The guy that was playing the announcer was parked right at the bottom of the ramp where I rode my wheelchair down. He was just a little bit too close. And I didn't have enough time to get turned, and I ran right into it. Luckily, I didn't get him. He had his legs off to the other side. I was lucky, because I was going pretty good clip.
Greg told Jessica, you don't need a long neck to be a goose. And she says, Greg, I know, my sister is a goose. LOL.
You don't need a long neck, but you need a loose neck. Because you got to feel real loose. Like a blank blank goose. I hate to say it because I don't want to freak anybody out.
Greg told her, Jessica, hopefully she lays a golden egg.
Long neck, short neck. What the heck's the difference when your head's been chopped off?
Polly, you're awake. Moo.
I think it said for me to bake it longer than I do. I should have covered it with foil and baked it for like 30 minutes and then took the foil off and bake it for another 30 minutes or something ridiculous.
I don't remember now.
That's okay. I'll pull it out and I'll throw some foil on it. I'm going to do it right. So, I mean, you guys are going to be here a while. If you hang out, great. Otherwise, you know, I guess that's not a guess, but I can't make it bake any quicker.
Jessica says her sister is selfish. She will never lay an egg for me. She's so selfish.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jessica. Well, I hope that our world will come to love you in a better place.
Craig says, moo.
You heard a woof woof. Probably thinking she hears something. She don't hear nothing. Yep. Hope you guys check out the Yarrow Barstow. You gotta like big band music, and you gotta like jazz and stuff like that, because that's all it's ever gonna be. Yarrow Barstow and his band, but it's all original music. So so far I'm pretty happy with it. So.
Greg says, old guy, let's make Tom cook.
Let's make Tom cook, huh? Let's not say we did.
And he says, I think you two had a brain fart.
I think I am a brain fart. They should have made that a movie. Braveheart. Oh, that was with Mel Gibson. Braveheart, sorry. I'm gonna grate some more Parmesan, okay?
No.
I wasn't asking you. I don't care what you think.
I know.
So would you bother saying anything for?
Disgusting.
It sounds about right.
Rick says, I think you two had a brain fart. You should make it. Brain fart.
Is that anything like that fart spray?
Fart tart, he says.
A fart tart? Well, that would be pretty simple. Either go to the store and buy a tart, or make one. Let's just say a cherry tart, or maybe a lemon tart, and get you one of those little spray bottles of fart spray, and give your tart a couple little sprays there, and offer one to your friends. I've got a fart tart. Do you want one?
Jessica said, so I hope you don't get angry. I spilled my Diet Coke all over. Do you mind if I grab another one? I had to use one of your shirts.
I don't care. I don't have any new shirts or anything to worry about anyway, so no big deal. Whatever's left that you didn't get, the dogs will lick up, so not a problem. Help yourself. And, you know, accidents happen. Look at me.
Greg says, oh, there we go. You got it before a good lady said it.
Okay. A little bit of... That's parsley, by the way.
Greg says, Jessica, Diet Coke wet shirt competition.
The Diet Coke wet shirt contest.
And
Woohoo!
LOL. Accidents happen. Holy moly, what are you doing? Good girl.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Ralph said, I better go hang out to washing. I hope you guys have a good rest of the day.
Well, thank you, Ralph. Thanks for hanging out. You have a good day, too.
Yep. Say hi to Mom.
Yep. All right. I don't need this. I just need a couple tablespoons of butter. A little bit of brown sugar. I'm just going to do this in the microwave. I'll warm it up again later when I need it. So just a couple tablespoons of brown sugar. A little bit of vanilla. No. Throw this in the microwave. That'll get that, and then I'm gonna finish making my butter here for the breadsticks. 8 minutes left. That's looking good. And it is leaking. That's why I put it on the pan. And then the foil.
What do you see, Polly?
Yeah.
The microwave, Greg says.
All right, now we got that ready. Reach into my magic booze box. Pull out a little bit of this here Kraken spiced rum.
Greg says, old guy, you're killing it with the shirt, and I'm so jealous. I want one.
Killing it with the shirt. Okay. It's good like that. Add a little bit of heavy cream here in a minute. This dinner's finally starting to come together at least a little bit.
Yay. Cheryl says your knee seems to be much better today.
My knee?
Yep.
Well, it's it's one of those things where it's good and then it's not so good. I went to the doctor about it last week, and we decided just to leave it be for now. But I didn't get the cortisone injection again because it isn't really horrible like all the time or anything. So wait until that time comes when it's a big deal. Okay. Garlic powder. garlic salt. There is a difference. If you have a salty garlic powder, you got the wrong thing. Garlic powder should not be salty. Garlic salt should be salty. Nice. Just want that butter softened enough for me to kind of get that garlic mixed in.
Greg said I had one of those. I had 3 nurses hold me down. I was asking for a fourth.
Okay. Slide that up a little bit. A little bit more.
Greg says I showed them how Greg does pain.
Oh, come on. Looking really good so far. I don't know if you can you see that?
Yep. Kind of on the string.
Huh?
You can kind of see it on the string.
Okay. You tell me what I need to do. What do I need to do so you can see it?
Just kind of hold it up at an angle.
Okay.
That's better.
Cheese is just starting to get a little bit brown. Put that on there so that, okay.
Greg says it didn't blink. Hopefully the same next time. Here we go. Okay, now Tom, dance a jig and dance a jig to the right.
Dance a jig to the right. Exit stage left. Okay. All right, well, now we gotta wait for this part of it.
Guess it took a long time for that to be ready.
What's that?
Must have took a long time for that to be ready.
Must have took a long time for what to be ready.
Rigatoni pie.
Well, it must have been, because it's gonna be. Well, I knew that tonight was gonna run long anyway, just because of the baking time that it takes for it, and the being delayed a few minutes, having to make that lasagna pasta didn't help.
Yeah.
So that's okay. I can't stop now. I mean, that wouldn't accomplish anything except for eating an undercooked dinner.
Jessica says, yes, accidents do happen. I totally agree. My sister was born, LOL. I'm just kidding.
That's why I'm sitting here.
Greg says, suffering succotash.
Suffering succotash.
Carol says,
I wonder how you make succotash actually suffer. Go ahead. What?
Carol says, I recently had a trigger finger injection. The whole clinic heard me yell.
Ooh. Yeah, getting stabbed doesn't help. Although the one in the knee doesn't hurt at all, believe it or not. It felt a little odd, but it didn't hurt, not even a little bit.
Yep.
But
What they used to freeze it with, I don't remember.
liquid nitrogen.
Yep.
Sprayed my knee with liquid nitrogen, let it get really cold. And big old long needle. Didn't feel a thing. Just felt like some movement, you know?
Yep.
Didn't hurt or anything, so.
She says she's doing much better.
Well, that's good. I'm glad.
Jessica says I would much rather have shots in my arm and get my fingers poked, lol. Would rather have 3 shots in the same spot on my arm.
Sorry. Mrs. Old Guy, I'm going to let you enter.
Guess you're going to let me answer the phone?
Yeah, I guess I'll let you answer the phone. My guess is it's one of my sons calling. Am I right?
Yep.
Yep.
Hello.
He'll have to call back later.
Yeah, he's doing a stream.
One of my sons, he likes to call. So that's a good thing. I like talking to him.
Yep. He said he'll call back later.
Okay. Guess he's not going to have a choice. Well, one thing I got to be careful of is not to mix up my butters here. Okay, yeah. See, like this one is my garlic. I don't want to get it mixed up with.
Yep.
Give me a second, folks. Entertain the crowd, Mrs. Old Guy.
Can you hear me?
Entertain the crowd.
Yeah.
Well.
I don't know what to do to entertain them. That's why I'm not on YouTube. I knew you could hear me, Greg. I was asking an old guy. Polly. What's up, Greg? Good lady, let's talk. Let's get to beef on old guy. They were talking about trigger finger. This old guy snores sometimes. Not like I do, though.
Get these put away. See if this is anywhere near garlicky enough. Oh yeah.
Greg says, I can hear him coughing, and then he says, okay, shoosh, scatter. You know, okay, everyone, shoosh, scatter. And he walked back in.
Now, after the next half hour, I got to pull this out, and then it's got to sit for a little bit.
Jessica says the dog broke the silence.
It's a good thing.
Because she would.
She's good at that.
Greg says, damn chat almost got the gold there.
Isn't that beautiful?
It is.
Smells really good. Okay. A well-oiled cookie sheet is what I need. I need a lot more than that, but right now that's all I need.
Greg says, hey guys, I reckon we could use some awesome ladies in the radio production we're doing.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping I can get some of the other cast members to join us on that, Mr. Greg. We'll see. We will see.
Greg says, anyone interested? You can get to hang out with me.
Okay. Oh, I've got myself like a little artistic pile of dishes going here. Bread. Brains. Yeah, let me slide this back. Maybe you can see a little better.
Finally, you were at.
Yeah. Now it's going to be fine where I'm at again. Okay, just more or less size of my cookie sheet.
How many children do we have? We have 5. Four boys and 1 girl. Greg says we have an ongoing joke. There is something I've been meaning to tell you, LOL. Carol's like, wow.
Okay. Close enough.
Carol's like, wow. And Greg's like, old guy in Colorado? Oh, wow. Because that's awesome.
All right.
Carol says you are so tiny. No, I'm not. Wish.
Well, we need to. It wasn't. We have 5 kids,
Yeah.
but she had 3 from her previous. I had my son,
And we had one.
and we had 1 son together. So
This is both of our second marriages. Greg says, I'm sure it's awesome from here, but not so much over there. It is. It's awesome. They're all grown and out of the house.
you can't get any more awesome unless they all become famous and rich. All right. Plenty of Parmesan to sprinkle on the top.
Jessica says technically you have 6 kids if you count the fur babies. That would be 7.
7.
If we count them.
All right. Wink. All right. So far, so good. Get this.
Greg says, old guy, God bless.
All right, then.
Girl says, I love yours, mine, and ours.
The movie?
Yep. That was
Yep.
a good movie.
It was a good movie. Henry Fonda and Lucille Ball. I know this. And I believe there was another one that was similar to that. With 8, you get egg roll.
Never heard of that one.
Yep, it was another movie kind of like that. For those of you that have never seen Yours, Mine, and Ours, couple of divorced people get married. She had like 6 kids. He had like 7. So it was like 15 kids in the house or something ridiculous. Cut these into strips.
Greg says, oh, I need to watch that. Greg says, old guy, and an egg roll.
Yeah, that's what the name of the movie was. With 8, you get egg roll. I guess 8 people. All right. That's scored and ready to go in. We'll finish kind of picking up some of this stuff. Whoa. Can you see that? That's going to look really good when it comes out of the oven. And it'll taste even better.
Do you need to go outside, Chum Chum? Greg says 8 is enough to fill your life with, fill our life with love.
8 is Enough was a TV show.
Girl says, nope, with 12 you get egg rolls.
Yeah, but it was the movie was with 8. Or was it 12? Was it 12? With 12 you get egg rolls? I thought it was with 8.
I don't know.
Well, I wasn't asking you. I know you don't know. You said that like 2 minutes ago.
Greg asked Jessica how many kids she had. She goes, I have 2 cats and 1 hamster.
2 cats, a
So I
hamster.
have 3 children now. Well,
2 cats and a hamster. 2 cats and a hamster named Chuck. Your hamster isn't named Chuck, is it, Jessica? Oh. 14 more minutes.
well, hurry up.
Then I can pull it out and let it sit for however long it needs to sit.
Greg asked her how the hamster gets along with the cats.
We had hamster for a while. We got one of those clear plastic balls. You could, put them in, and they could run around the room without the kitty cat or dog attacking them. Do you need fresh water, Polly? Let me get you a drink, baby.
Greg says, oh my God, that sounded wrong. And 3 kids? Wow, you're busy. Jessica says, yeah, my cats are not really interested in them.
Well, I'm going to let you guys know, because what's that poll say?
Says, yes, 100%.
Okay. Well, folks, I'm going to let you know right off the top what the first one is going to be. Yeah. It'll be next week, Saturday the 1st. One of the ones the first one I'm going to do is the pepper cache that came to us from the Crazy Food Crew. I think it was Tim, as a matter of fact, suggested that one. So that was one of the ones that I'd never made or ever had before, and it was really delicious. So I'm going to start with that one. Then the following week, I'll do the Berea tacos. So that's the first 2 weeks of next month. And I'll start getting stuff posted, so you know. But are you surprised, or
No.
you're looking at me like, what are you saying?
I didn't say that.
Well, I know you didn't say that. That's not what I said. I didn't say you said it. I said you look like. You know, it's.
Sorry, I won't look at you then. How's that?
Don't look at me!
Jessica says, no, I rescued my hamster, LOL. It was already named Stefan.
Stuffing?
Stefan.
Oh, Stefan. I thought you said stuffing. Stefan. Okay, cool. Well, glad you rescued it. You know, any pet is worth rescuing. Well, most any pets. I mean, like, suppose, like, pet alligators and stuff.
Carol says, I will never have another cat when the 16-year-old one of my mom's is gone. I hate the cat box.
A cat box, yeah, they leave something to be desired, that's for sure.
Greg says, old guy, what are you saying? Don't look at me?
No, I was telling her to stop looking at me in the tone of voice that she was looking at me. Not you. I can't see you. I can see the camera and I could look at you, kind of. You know, it might look to you like I'm looking at you. You know, I'll shake my finger. But it doesn't matter because I'm looking at a camera and shaking my finger at a camera. I never forget where I came from. Nowhere. Oh,
Says, yes,
boy.
you can. You know me.
I know him what? I can what? Now I'm
See
confused.
him.
See him?
Yes.
I can't see you right now.
He goes, I'm looking into your soul. Oh.
Are you? I wouldn't go there. It's not a friendly place. I'm letting you know. It's not a friendly place.
He says, and we're back.
Better be back because you don't want to stay there. I'm telling you that right now. It ain't safe for me, even. Oh, come on, 8 minutes. Come on, next for 30 minutes or whatever. I want to eat.
Greg says he loves it.
Huh?
Greg says, I love it.
What do you love?
Probably looking into your soul. I don't know.
Well, if that's so, I think maybe you should see yourself a doctor.
He says, we love it.
Ah!
Bummer, you didn't donut like it.
Oh, don't tell me. It's only little spots.
Jessica says, I really would like a goat for mine for a baby. And she says, have you heard a goat scream before?
No, but you might hear me.
Greg says, the good lady and the so-called man of Colorado.
So-called. Lisa, wild man, you're probably old enough. Jessica, I don't know you, so I don't know. But I'm going to use a kind of a play on words with the show that I've got in mind doing with Mr. Greg. I'm sure you all remember the show Ozzie and Harriet. Hands up, Ozzie and Harriet. You remember? Well, the name of the show that we're going to do is Ozzie and Harry because he's an Aussie. And I'll take the name Harry for the sake of the show. So, there you have it. Ozzie and Harry.
Go.
Okay, well, I mean, I didn't expect it, my computer to blow up or anything.
Greg says, woo, hands up.
Come on.
Greg told Jessica goats are so nice to eat, but yes, they are friendly.
Goats are not friendly.
And they are not good to eat. I don't think anyway.
Yeah, this little guy isn't fond of goats or ducks or anything other than pork, chicken, or beef. Pretty much. It's fish sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's Mrs. Old Guy's limit, I guess,
Yep.
with
Pretty much.
meats that she will eat.
Lisa says, hey Tom, I got to go. I got to give my mom her bath, so see you next week and hope your dinner is okay.
Oh, thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Wild Man. Thank you, folks, for saying hi and checking in and being with us on our Saturday stream. And we'll see you next week. I know it's running late, so but we'll see you next week with the pepper cache. Let Tim know.
Carol said, Greg, you're too young to know that show. And Greg says, yes, they are. They're very edible. They are just weird with their eyes.
Well, Carol, Greg might be old enough to remember the show, but he lives in Australia, and I don't think that Ozzie and Harriet was a show that got much, if any, airtime in Australia. Just saying. I'm pretty sure Greg doesn't know. I did try to tell him one time, a little bit. That's how I came up with the name, but...
You might be able to find it online.
Oh, I'm sure he could find Ozzie and Harriet online.
Greg says, no, strangely not.
No, strangely not what?
You can't find it online. But I did watch the shows.
Now that doesn't make any sense at all.
He says, strangely not. And then he says the next line, but I did watch the shows a bit.
Okay. Well,
So I don't know.
I don't know either. It's not my job to know. It's a need to know basis, and I don't need to know. I can pull this out here in about a minute or so.
Cool. Then you can get that bread cooking.
I turn the broiler on. There we go.
Oh, now it's burnt black.
There we go. That looks really good.
Greg said you linked it to him.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember. I knew you didn't have. I knew that you wouldn't have known them because it's just not a show that would have been shown there. All right.
Greg says it's not your job. I'm walking here.
I'm the one walking here.
Now we're talking.
Okay. Okay. It's going to take about 12 minutes for that. And I'll let that sit there. And now hopefully, I hope it doesn't just fall apart.
Well, yeah, I hope not too. Greg says we had an hour-long discussion over it. Oh my God, LOL.
Over an hour-long discussion on Ozzy and Harriet. Okay. Well, I knew I talked to you before about it, but and I actually figured it would probably be a little longer to happen than it's going to. So.
Go.
Yep. Yep.
Little phone.
By the way, Greg, I'm hoping that the first of the month here, we can start getting the recording done on Myers Crossing and get that little show on the road. Come on. I guess it's stuck.
I guess. Greg says, yes, we did, and I loved it.
Okay. We'll let that
Sounds awesome.
we'll let that cool here for another 10 minutes. And hopefully I can pop this ring off and it stays put.
Yes.
It just doesn't go.
Carol said that she remembers Lucy and Ricky better.
Yeah. Oh, Lucy, I'm home. Crunchy bits of crunchy cheese.
Greg says he can't wait.
I can't wait either, but I have to. Isn't that weird? I can't wait, but you do. I hope it didn't turn out like dry.
Yeah, I hope not too. Greg says one of these days, right in the kisser.
Pow! Zoom!
Oh, wait.
Right in the kisser. One of these days, Alice, to the moon, to the moon. My friend growing up, his mom was named Alice. And, of course, we watched The Honeymooners, and he, his mom told him to do something. And he says, one of these days, Alice, one of these days, bang, zoom, to the moon. And she showed him bang, zoom all right. That was the first and last time he said that to her. Hmm. 7 more minutes. Oh, I know. I'm so hungry. It's a good thing I ate a sandwich earlier. As a matter of fact, did I eat a sandwich? Yeah, I ate that cheese and sausage thing earlier. And what did I have after that? I think just some chips, huh?
Yep.
This isn't going to wait much longer. That's a good thing.
It says, LOL, what was the famous actor? Let me see.
Famous actor of who? That doesn't help.
Lucy, maybe.
Desi Arnaz? Lucille Ball? Oh, it feels nice and loose. That's good. I've got the latch unhooked, folks.
Jessica says, by any chance, do you have powdered Parmesan cheese so I can put some on mine?
I do.
Greg said the Honeymooners.
Yep. Hey, look at that.
Awesome.
Ugh. Houston, we have pie.
Jackie Gleason. That's who he was thinking of.
Yeah, Jackie Gleason, Art Carney, Audrey Meadows, and I can't remember who played Trixie.
Greg's like, wow. That is awesome.
Can you see that okay?
Probably.
It's heavy.
Yeah. You can see it okay.
All right. I'm going to wait for another 5 minutes for these breadsticks to finish.
Jessica says if I was only that talented to make my pasta that way. And Greg says, oh my God, I want to be there.
Well, you saw how I did it, so it's definitely not. It's not rocket science, that's for sure. Just you could even just get yourself a jar of spaghetti sauce and a bag of shredded. I mean, it's really. You could absolutely do this. There's no reason you couldn't. Well, I mean, unless you didn't have a kitchen or something, that would be a reason.
Greg has amazing pie.
I hate this. It's right in front of me, and I can't do anything with it. It does look good though.
Yep.
I'm actually pretty surprised that it stayed up. I thought for sure it would just go. The only thing that's holding it together is the cheese. Cheese, Louise.
Greg says I don't do spaghetti sauce anymore, all with natural tomatoes. And he says, okay, ASMR, much, Tom. Stop teasing us.
That's part of the reason why I have canned tomatoes. I could have bought tomatoes at the grocery store, fresh ones, and used them for the sauce, but canned is just as good as what you're going to get from the store as far as that goes. Now, later in the summer, when there's some farms down the road here, I'd go there and get, there's one place that has like 6 or 7 different varieties of heirloom tomatoes. Now, they got some flavor, and they're the ones that are definitely worth making a sauce out of.
Jessica says, no, I know I could do it. I just mean to keep it steady like that. It would fall apart the second I took the thing off.
That's what I thought would happen.
Carol says, can't or won't. Jessica says, forget the bread. The most important thing is the pasta. I just eat it now, LOL.
Okay. Trusty pie server.
Carol said the purple tomatoes are so yummy.
Well, it held together enough to cut.
Jessica says, forget the bread. The most important thing is the pasta. Just eat it now. LOL. Did I tell you that?
I don't know. I think you did.
Rick says, I'm so hungry. I love all kinds of tomatoes, Carol. Rick says, I love this.
Okay, well, I didn't expect it to come out in a perfect slice, and that's okay. Breadsticks are looking really good.
Greg says, wow, Tom.
A little bit of salt on there. A little bit of salt. Oh, that looks great.
Greg says,
Ouch.
No offense, but I would take a bigger portion, LOL.
Well, you eat that much and you can have more. Ouch. Okay.
Carol says, heirloom tomatoes are purple. Oh, heirloom tomatoes that are purple are ugly. And ugly are so flavorful.
Okay, well, didn't stay together, but there it is. Can you see it okay?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, there you go.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Do you need any beverage? Do you need water or something?
Please. Yes, please.
Well, since you said please, I guess I'll go ahead and get you one.
Thank you. Greg says, yum.
Okay.
Jessica says, you may disagree with with this, but you may disagree with the best breadsticks that I like and never had from Domino's or Papa Murphy's or Papa Gino's.
I don't understand.
You may disagree with the best breadsticks that I
Oh, that you've had?
and never had from Domino's or Papa Gino's. That's what she said.
Okay. I'm confused, but okay. It's good. The rigatoni's cooked really well. Firm, but not mushy. Could use a little more moisture. Like an extra scoop of tomato sauce over the top.
Carol said, "Yep, yum." Breadsticks are good.
They are very garlicky. Sauce is good. If I make this again, I'll line the pan with the foil to hold the moisture in a little better. Other than that, it's really good. Very tasty. The rigatoni's filled, okay. Decent. Sorry, guys. We had a lot of talking there in this part. Tastes too good to stop.
Greg told Jessica, I've heard that the breadsticks are wild from Papa John's. We don't have that here in Aussie. And he says, "Old guy in Colorado, look out, good lady."
These breadsticks are a little bit crunchy on the top. Nice and buttery. That's a good breadstick.
Greg says, "Chow down."
Oh,
Jessica
yeah.
says, "Can you please pass the cheese and salt?"
Pacitated. Help yourselves to seconds, folks. Yummy. Luckily, dessert is done. I won't have to wait anything for that. So how is that? Should I give you enough?
Plenty.
Not too much, is it?
Might be a little bit. Good.
Yeah.
It'd be better with a little bit more sauce, like you said. But.
Yep. Well, that can be arranged for when we have leftovers. That bread turned out nice.
Yeah, really good. Plenty garlicky, you know.
Yep. I don't know how many times we've got like breadsticks from the store or whatever. It's supposed to be garlic. Doesn't seems like they're afraid to put any on.
Jessica says, so what's your go-to for breakfast?
Whatever I can get my grubby little hands on. Well, if
More bacon and more bacon.
yeah, I mean, if I were to do just a breakfast that I would like every day, there would definitely be bacon, eggs, and hash browns. A little toast, maybe.
Greg says, so what grunts do we give this? I think I've heard 5.
5 grunts? No, it's better than 5. I'd give it 7 grunts. Okay. Finish this off with a tablespoon or 2 heavy cream. Beautiful. All right, Mrs. Old Guy. Oh, come here. Come on. Banana muffin. with sterling sauce.
Greg told Jessica I should do a protein at the moment. I'm still working it out over rolled oats. Says I would kill for an egg and bacon roll every morning.
See that okay?
Yep. Hold it down a little bit. There you go.
Yummy. Yeah, all right, here we go.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay. Dessert, banana muffin with some sterling sauce.
He says, okay, now we're getting fancy.
Woohoo!
No, that's good.
Yay. She likes it. Yummy.
Plenty sweet enough, just like it is with sprinkling the sugar on top and then
Oh wow, with the sterling sauce,
Sterling
absolutely.
sauce, yeah.
Oh yeah. That little bit of rum in there gives it a nice flavor.
Joshua said yum.
It is. It's really good. Yep. Baked all the way through. The muffin doesn't feel like overly dry or anything.
Greg says, can I ask a really hard question?
Is it about a rock?
And Carol said it came out fine without the sugar with a question mark. It did.
Well, that's a loaded question because I did sprinkle a little bit of sugar
Yeah.
onto each muffin before it got baked. So, but I can guarantee you it didn't get the amount of sugar that it called for.
Still good though.
Oh yeah, turned out great. Well, kids, that was rootin' tootin' fun.
Greg says, my question is, what did Tom and the good lady do for Valentine's Day?
Went and had Chinese food.
Yeah.
That was it. That was it. Yeah, it was snowing. It was a pretty snowy, cold day.
It was really snowy.
So we didn't do much of anything other than that. Drove to Chinese food and came back home. It was a good dinner though. I don't know if that means anything, but it was a
nice
teriyaki beef and cashew chicken
Yep.
combo plate. We both had the same thing.
For once, we usually don't do that.
Yeah, for normally, whether they have this like this dinner plate that you can choose a couple of different entrees, and you get like the soup and the wontons and stuff like that, egg rolls.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say normally we always order something different, but
Yeah.
this time, anyway.
It ended up the same.
Yep.
Rick says, okay, leave it at that. Stop.
Okay, done. And speaking of done, I think I'm going to call this stream in the bag. We are an hour and about 10 minutes late or overtime. Overtime! Home team won! Yay! I'm going to get out of here though, but we'll see you next week, Saturday, when I start my month of old guy favorites, starting with peppercash. And it's a chicken dinner. And I'm going to say goodbye, and y'all have a good week. As always, if you can, if you will, if you would, give back somehow, some way in your community, your neighborhood. Do something to help somebody else out, okay? I'll see everybody later. Bye-bye!
Okay. Took me a minute to get the mouse to.
That's